Peter Gordon, your family's ownership of William Grant & Sons goes back 5 generations. If you were to distill the longevity into a single principle, what would it be?
William Grant was 46 when he set up the Glenfiddich distillery, with his 7 sons and 2 daughters, and they had 1 stonemason. So to me, the most important thing is this sense of long-term commitment. From afar, to plan things from afar, that you're going to be in this thing for a long time. And that allows you not to rush at certain things, to be patient and to build things solidly.
And your family story is being told in a new book called Family Spirit, which talks about your family business as well as other prominent family businesses. How did that come about?
The team at Glenfiddich thought that because we're family run, we would just explore other businesses that are the same, and through them try and also look at how our business might sort of develop. What are the common threads? And they're all great businesses. They're all committed to caring for all their stakeholders, and it's just investigating whether family businesses can operate and do operate in a different way to their sort of public counterparts.
Well, there's an old saying, from shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. So how do you avoid this?
I think there's an element of the family being engaged in the whole enterprise, and that way you don't become dependent on the money side of it, because the most important thing is having an engaged set of shareholders, because the more engaged they are, then the business can concern itself with doing great business as opposed to worrying about ownership issues.
What about spelling out roles for each child, each member of the new generations? How important is it to delineate a child's particular role in the company?
We don't try and delineate it particularly specifically, but we have a family council and a family charter that sets out broad guidelines that encourages people to remain interested, remain engaged, and if they wish to express an interest, how that discussion sort of happens, because everyone's different. We've all got different ambitions, we've all got different personalities. Trying to be prescriptive about how that works, in our experience, has not worked.
What about keeping the rest of the employees happy? Because a lot of them may say, well, that favorite son is indeed a favorite son. So how do you make sure that the rest of the employees feel like family as well?
I think we set out to look after all our stakeholders, but our employees, our team, our family are the most important elements of our stakeholders. And for 2 of our main production units, the average service is 20 years. That's average. And we have many. I handed out 8 40-year service awards at our ceremony last year. So we call them, these are the keystones in the bridge. They link us with our past and a future, and that we value them because they deliver so much value to us.
All right, so what about the next generation at William Grant & Sons, the next generation of the Glenfiddich makers? How's it shaping up?
There's at least 15 of the next generation. They're only just hitting 30, and we look forward to it. It is the most important job for us all out of all. We say we never own our shares. They're like a baton in a relay race, and so it never belonged to me. It belongs to the next generation. So my cousin and I, this is our main job.
All right.
So I hope we're doing the right thing.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on and talking about it.
Thank you, Greg.
And thank you for watching The Street.